Hi, welcome to the first video of our course, Fundamentals of Crop Physiology. Myself, Professor Amri S.R. here, and I am the course instructor for your this Fundamentals of Crop Physiology. The course is having credits of 1 plus 1, that is 2, which means 1 credit is there for practicals and 1 is for the theory. Okay. Now, in our this first video, we are going to discuss about what is the syllabus of the course. In the crop physiology, as we know, or previously, we have gone through in the 12th standard about the basic reactions or fundamental characteristics of the plant, in which we have discussed about what is meant by cell, basically plant cell, what are the organelles of the cell, different functions and structures involved in that organelle. Then what are the basic characteristics in which reactions like photosynthesis, respiration, transpiration, all these things which are related to the any plant. Okay, and all these plants having all these basic features. Okay, which are photosynthesis, respiration, transpiration, all those. Here in fundamentals of crop physiology, we are going to discuss about, we are going to learn about all those things, okay, in detail. And it is also nothing but the plant physiology, but the title is there, that is crop physiology, where we are going to discuss about physiological activities or the fundamentals of these physiological activities related to the crop. Okay, not, it doesn't mean to a particular crop, but overall the group of plants which gives a particular yield, which are having different physiological problems, nutritional problems, or what are the roles of different minerals, nutrients in the that particular crop. Okay, so all these things we are going to discuss in our course. Moving on to the next slide, that is the syllabus points given here, and also weightage is also given for that particular topic. Also, it indicates number of lectures to be conducted. Okay, this is all indicative. Okay, number of lectures. We requires more lectures as compared to the lectures given in this tentative. So the first that is introduction to crop physiology and its importance in agriculture. Now, what is meant by crop physiology and what are the importance with respect to the agriculture? Okay, in which we are going to discuss about the different physiological processes, how it affect to the crop yield, or what is the role of different minerals, uh, how the photosynthesis reaction is happening, and what is the role of this photosynthesis respiration with respect to the yield. Then what are the different physiological symptoms, okay, deficiency symptoms, or if any mineral is there that is in excess in nature, then what are the symptoms. Okay, so all those things we are going to discuss about. Then plant cell structure, cell organelles and their role. In this, we will discuss about the plant cell, different organelles involved in this, that is mitochondria, chloroplast, Golgi apparatus, nucleus, cell wall, cell membrane. All these things we will cover in this second topic, and what are their particular role in the cell. Then next topic, that is absorption of water and path of water, ascent of sap and theories of ascent of sap. Absorption of water is nothing but uh, the water which is present in the soil and which is available to the roots of the plant. That water can be absorbed by the plant, and which can be further used for the different reactions and wherever it is necessary. So, and ascent of sap means what? The movement of water. Okay, this water which was absorbed by the roots of the plant can go up to the deep region of the plant. This movement of the water is called as ascent of sap. And what are the theories of ascent of sap? Means what? This movement of the water was explained by many scientists by put forwarding different theories of uh, in the explanation. Okay, and these theories can be called as ascent of sap and theories of the ascent of sap. Major four important theories are there, which we will discuss in our next lectures. Now, the next topic, that is transpiration. Okay, now the transpiration is what? Whatever water absorbed by the plant, that water can be used in photosynthesis or whatever reactions are happening in the plant cell. Now, some water is there, okay, which is coming out as the output of that reaction, and this water is coming out from that different organelle of the plant cell. Okay, and this water is going out. So that particular structure or the organelle is called as stomata, which is present in the plant leaf, also on the bark of the plant, and number of stomata are also different for different plants. So all these structures which are involved in the transpiration, then again, what are the different types of the transpiration, factors affecting transpiration. Another important terminology is water efficiency. All these things we are going to discuss in this topic number 5, that is transpiration. Moving on to the next point, that is mineral nutrition of the plants, classification of mineral elements, criteria of essentiality, general and specific role of mineral elements, deficiency symptoms, and mechanism of mineral element uptake. Here in this topic number 6, we are going to discuss about all types of the minerals, nutrients which is required by the any plant for their survival and complete their life cycle, and to get the maximum yield from that particular crop. Okay, as we know, there are a number of elements are there, essential elements are there, which is essential means what? Without that mineral, the plant is unable to complete its life cycle. That's why it is called as a essential nutrient. So all those we are going to discuss in this particular topic. Moving on to the next point, that is point number 7 and 8, photosynthesis. Okay, so in the photosynthesis, some primary information we know at our 12th level, so in which we have gone through the different pigments involved in the photosynthesis. Okay, so we are going to discuss in detail about how these pigments work in the photosynthesis. Then we will discuss about the structure of chloroplast. And in the chloroplast, as we know, light reaction is happening. So what is that light reaction? What is photolysis of water, immersion effect, cyclic and non-cyclic electron transport, that is ET, electron transport chain, okay, ETC. Then significance of light reaction. So in the photosynthesis, again, we know that there are two type of the reactions are happening in which light reaction is there and also dark reaction is there. So in the light reaction it is dependent on light, while dark reaction is independent of light, or it is happening in the dark period, so that it is called as dark reactions. So in the dark reaction also number of uh, pathways are there in which C3 cycle is there, C4 cycle is there, then CAM pathway is there, that is translation acid metabolism. So these three different pathways of the dark reaction. Okay, so by these two different reactions, that is light reaction and dark reaction, the photosynthesis is getting completed. Okay, so all these pathways we will discuss. Then next is the respiration, in which as we know in the respiration what is happening, whatever absorbed food is there, okay, or formed food is there by photosynthesis, that will get converted into actual energy, okay, that is ATPs, adenosine triphosphate, which is the form of energy which is used by plant cell for different reactions. Okay, so in this respiration we will discuss about the definition, types of the respiration, in which aerobic respiration is there and anaerobic respiration is there. Aerobic means in the presence of oxygen, while anaerobic means in the absence of oxygen. Then we will discuss about the glycolysis, TCA cycle, and electron transport chain. Okay, so this is about the point number 10. Moving on to the next slide, another topic, so that is topic number 11, in which we will discuss about fat metabolism, that is fatty acid synthesis and breakdown. Okay, which is carrying the weightage of 5%. Moving on to the next point, that is plant growth regulators. Now here in this plant growth regulators, different plant growth regulators are there, in which auxins are there, cytokinins are there, then again 2 to 3 different important plant growth regulators are there, which we are going to discuss about, in which ethylene is there, important one, then abscisic acid is also there. So all these plant growth regulators we will be discussing, and in which what is the physiological role of these plant growth regulators, what are the different types, then how it affect the growth of the plant. Okay, so all these things we will discuss. Next important point, that is growth. Okay, growth is nothing but, as we know, the dimensions of the plant are getting increased with respect to their height, with respect to their girth, also with respect to their important stages. Okay, so this we'll discuss in the growth chapter. Then next point is that is physiological aspects of growth and development of important cereals, pulses, and oilseed crops. Okay, so here different growth aspects, that is important ratios are there, which we are going to discuss about for different plants, group of the plants, that is cereals, pulses, and oilseed crops. Okay, as we know, this different important classification of the crops. Okay, so for example, these oilseed crops are there, that is mainly containing the oil and which are used to extract the oil. Then pulses are there, which are the important source of the protein. Then cereals are there. Okay, so they are containing number of maximum carbohydrates, while pulses containing proteins. Okay, so all these crops having different requirements, they are having different aspects with respect to the growth and development. So all those things which we are going to discuss in this particular topic. And last one is there, that is photoperiodism. Okay, photoperiodism means what? The requirement of the light to the particular plant. Okay, some plants are there which are SDP is short day plants, LDP that is long day plant, and third class is there that is day neutral plants. Okay, and on the basis of this light requirement by that particular plant, we are able to classify them. And also this flowering is mainly depend on the photo period which is required by that particular plants. Okay, so all these things we are going to discuss in our whole syllabus. Okay, in the third column, weightage is given. Okay, so from that weightage, you people are able to understand that which topic is important and which topic is having good weightage, so that you are able to get some direction while preparing for your final theory examinations. And on the basis of this weightage, if you refer previous year question papers, you will get the reflection of this weightage in the questions which are asked by the university in previous years. Okay, so in this particular syllabus, uh, total 16 lectures are there. Okay, but we need maximum minimum 20 to 22 lectures to cover all this syllabus. Okay, so I want to share some important points while studying online. Okay, and as we know, nowadays because of this corona pandemic, we are conducting the lectures from the in online mode, and you people are also accessing it through our college application, okay, which was developed last year, that is SPM app, where these videos are getting uploaded and you people will access those videos. Okay, now the important points are you have to watch these videos, and if any issue is there, for example, if you are unable to understand a particular point, okay, so it is advised to all you that you have to raise these difficulties on our group, which was formed by our honorable principal on the WhatsApp. Okay, so that I will get some idea about that particular topic, and we will have some additional lectures or some discussion on the group regarding that point. Okay, but don't just watch the videos even if you are not able to understand. Okay, so whatever issues are there with respect to any subject, please raise your difficulties and issues on the group so that we are able to understand what are the things getting difficult for you people, and we will resolve it as early as possible. Okay, so please watch the video seriously, whatever videos we are posting on the group, and kindly check the notes which I will post in next 2 or 3 days on the group. Download it and refer it while studying our course, that is fundamentals of crop physiology. Okay, so all this about the theory syllabus of our course. In coming days, in the coming lectures, we will also discuss about the practical syllabus, and we will start with our lectures from next lectures. Okay, means actual syllabus. Okay, so thank you. We will discuss, or I will see you in the next lecture. Thank you.